It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these guys want to do now is give it right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, Catfish Hunter.
He touched the 9th inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
And now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn.
The center fielder, Richie Ashburn.
The pitch. Just off the outside edge. And we're underway in Game 3. And the right-hander deals. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And he deals. And a bunt towards third. And she grabs it, foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swung on, belted. Gone. He wastes no time on this one, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
She swings and fouls one off. Hunter certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 3 of the ALCS. That one missed.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Connor looking for the play.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked her up, and as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if she was fooled or if she thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Sarah McKnight now at the plate. Just missed.
So when you look at that, she's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but she's so consistent that you look up. By the time she gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
This one in the air. Gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide her a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for her.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a pitcher like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that she doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes players get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put her in a situation where she can get the W, but also your team can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 3. That one at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Battling here as she fouls it away. And they'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Renee Dukes.
Boog, she pitched into the 7th, earned the W in her last start. She really needed that one. Well, this team needs another one today. We'll see if she can carry that performance into this game.
And now, Jay Crow. Obviously a player who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that she hits both righties and lefties. First pitch misses. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a player or platoon her.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a player that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Gonzalez hauls it in, and there's one away. Take a look at the lineup. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
Now a chance for Monty Irvin. The 1-0. And another ball. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Fastball for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Upstairs. One out, base is empty. That's in for a strike at 95. And now it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen her give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now for Seattle, Elena Schofield. Cracks her bat and pops it up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting for the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
And now it's going to be Mike Schmidt. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Mariners leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi. Hunter, over 200 career wins, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. The wind of the pitch. Ball one, no strikes. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? And here it comes. And another ball.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Edgar Martinez next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Man at second with one away. Jim Rice next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses. 1-0. Man at second. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws across the diamond, and he's out. So up next for Toronto, Alex Hyde. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
Swing and a ball popped up. Storm moving under it. And that's the third out. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, number 10. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
No.
And that just misses.
It's a good take.
And there's a ball. At the belt and fires. On the ground. Zips it across and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
And up next for Seattle, Beverly Beavers. This player is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Yeah, most hitters struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right. And this player's an exception. Got her. That's the second out.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout and at bat.
Kevin Youkilis up next for the Mariners. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And the righty deals. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Bounce to third. High. To first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mariners go down quietly there. They're down 1-0. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Haley Williams. Feels like it's less common today that you see a player like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. She lays down a bunt. In plenty of time to first. Got her as she tried to bunt her way aboard.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
Richie Ashburn next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's just foul. And it's strike 2. Pitch in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop,
Joanna Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. And a pitch. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Now move to first. Ashburn dives back in safely. Swing and a miss as she was late.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that she's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Ball 1 there. And that one upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Youkilis drifts towards it. He's got it, and that is that. One left for Toronto, but they're on top 1-0. Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Gianna Bryant. Dukes back to work. In the air, right field. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Isabel Storm up next for the Mariners. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Breaks her bat and pops it up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Number 14, Jay Kuo.
Back to the top of the Seattle order at the plate. Jay Kuo. 0 for 1 so far.
She's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some batters just take it to another level. For her right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and she's in full speed. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with their speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Righty delivers. And that one fouled off.
Well, she knows they don't want to give her anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. She's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runner at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And a pitch. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. She deals. Swings and misses, struck her out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Now batting, left fielder, Monte Irvin.
Digging in, Monte Irvin. He reached out a walk his first time. Right through there for a strike. Bryant at second with 2 down. Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for Seattle. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Here's some real power at the plate. Danielle Strawberry. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss, and she was fooled.
No ball. One strike.
Next offering down in the dirt. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Nothing but curveball so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Right-hander kick steals.
Ball. Full count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, right side. Bryant whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
The batter, the first baseman,
Jason Giambi next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses. And 1-1. In there at the knees. One down, base is empty. Misses. 2-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
And that skips into dirt.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. Look at him working hard out there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Kick the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Left-hand hitter waits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. And that one's gone. He circles the bases. It's 2-0.
Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now, Edgar Martinez. There's the strike. tripped up. Foul territory behind the play. And Martinez is out. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Jim Rice digs in now. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Elena Schofield. And a pitch. Got a good eye there. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Good eye right there. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And that's in the game.
Expect for that pitcher to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because she does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And she walked her.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Now the third baseman, Mike Schmidt, went down on strikes his first time through. That's inside. Ball 1. Kicks and deals. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Swings through that.
She's going off speed. She needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Wouldn't chase that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Dukes checks the runner. Schofield gets back easily. The Mariners down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Number 10 up next. Three and 2 now. And she walked in.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, he's 0 for 1. And fouled off. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. No one can get there. It falls in. 1 runs in. And off throw to second. Not in time. It's a double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. stepping in, the long ball threat, Beverly Beavers. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball one, no strikes. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. And it's 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-2. Called strike three. The knuckleball buckled her knees.
Man, that thing just barely got the zone, so you almost can't blame her for laying off. I mean, with the way knuckleballs dart all over the place, realistically, that could have just as easily missed by 4 or 5 inches. It's such a tough pitch to not overcommit to, so sometimes you just hold up and hope it dances out of the zone.
Kevin Youkilis up next for the Mariners. And that one fouled off. One down, runners at second and third. Next offering way upstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and she just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like she can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that's too high.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 3-1. Gianna Bryant waiting for a turn at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Ashburn reaching back towards the wall. On the warning track and hauls it in. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. We are tied at 2.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And now for Seattle, Gianna Bryant doubled her first time up. That one missed. Two outs with a runner at third. Up and in, and the count is 2-0.
Looks like she's being a little cautious with her in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Fouled off. She was late. On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 3-2.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Isabel Storm. Hot shot to third. Sends it to first. What a play, inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 3 and the Blue Jays 2. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Alex Hyde.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, these Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
That one's in there. 1-2. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And it stays fair. Throws to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
She quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when players make that transition, and she's got speed to put on a show.
Williams next up for the Blue Jays. She's 0 for 1. Trying to bunt her way on. Youkilis. Throw to first. In time. Barely got her for the out. Close play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And a foul ball left side.
Right through there for a strike. You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. Tying run in scoring position. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Fought off foul. The shortstop takes the ball. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And a 2-1 on the way. Turned on, but foul wide of third. That ends the frame.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We head to the bottom of the field. Here's the center fielder, Jay Quo. Quo goes 5 feet 9 inches, only 18 years old, and she was born in Japan. Here's a strike. That one fouled off. now. And it skips into dirt. Next pitch just misses. The count now 2-2. And delivers outside. The other way. And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, maybe that will end up getting her going.
Yeah, she really simplified there. Kept her shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for her to have success through the rest of this series.
And up next for Seattle, Monty Irvin. Grounder might be two. High to second, on to Giambi, and that's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Elena Schofield up next for the Mariners. In there for strike one. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, boots it. And that keeps the inning alive. So up next, Mike Schmidt. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that one is inside ball one. Schofield off of first with 2 away. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
The 1-1 is fouled off. First and second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 hits in the inning, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. We're through 5. It's the Mariners 3 and the Blue Jays 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the power speed combo. Sarah McKnight. She takes one right on the black. 4-1.
You know her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That one not close. And the count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt. And a strike on the outside edge. And now 2-2. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. 2-2 now. And another ball. Danielle Strawberry on deck for the Blue Jays. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Up the middle, Storm. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the sixth.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why she's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time. And any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Strawberry stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's in there. And now 1-2. One down, base is empty. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. With one swing, she quiets the crowd. And we're all square. It's 3-3.
She dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where she'd prefer it. So many times now hitters are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure her eyes got big when she saw that one coming.
One down. Jason Giambi next up for the Blue Jays. That one the other way. Storm. Slings to first. And they get Giambi for the out. Edgar Martinez next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Abner Uribe appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That's to third. Schmidt slings it across, and that'll do it. Solo homer ties it for Toronto. We're tied now with 3 apiece. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here is Beverly Beavers. And here it comes. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. James Karinchak preparing to come on if needed. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. In for a strike, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot. Struck her out looking.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. She just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of her timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. She'll have some adjustments to make.
Euclid, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and she ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Now at the plate, Gianna Bryant. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The pitch. Line to left. And that gets down for a base hit. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for her. She looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Isabel Storm. And she gets that fastball by her upstairs. The pitch.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Mariners leave 1, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Abner Uribe. So digging in, Jim Rice.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And a pitch. That misses. Ball 1. No. Just missed. That one misses. 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
It's a leadoff walk, And that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Go-ahead run on base. Alex Hyde getting ready to hit.
Right through there for a strike. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The 0-1.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed her up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Goes down looking. And next for Toronto, Haley Williams. She's kind of an outlier, especially when hitters are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Bunting for a hit. Whips it to first on the run. They put the tag on her and she gets the job done.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. If that was her job, she got it done.
Richie Ashburn next up for the Blue Jays. Game tied, series tied. This could be a turning point in this series if he could deliver.
Indeed. If he comes through with a hit here, it's going to change the entire approach that they can take against their opponent.
Left-hand batter waits.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
This one kicks away a little as she can't squeeze it. The tag at third, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. We're back in a new picture here to start the bottom of the seventh. James Karinchak. Leading off, Jay Quo. 1 for 3. And he deals. Swinging a foul straight back.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on. See if you can get a stolen base. Maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And the righty deals. And it's even up.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
And the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. And the count is 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Righty delivers. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Monte Irvin.
Down the number 2 hitter, Monte Irvin. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 3. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. In the air to left center. Rice trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Elena Schofield. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike. And another ball. Two down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase that time. Mike Schmidt, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. The 3-1. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with her speed, this runner out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering, and it just misses.
Got a 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let her steal if she's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Right-handed reliever. Foul ball there. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Slides, but he can't come up with it. And that extends the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. And you can turn the ball around at 107 off the bat. It's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, 2 down. And now the right fielder. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Next one misses, and it's 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. That one misses. 3-2 now.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Beverly Beavers would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Here comes a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two on the way. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. And they tack on three. It's 6-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. He got on playing with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Dominique Tipre.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Beverly Beavers. That's in there, and that's strike one. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 7th. Gets her to chase after that one.
She's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one misses in the dirt.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what she comes back with next.
She's gone for the 4th time tonight. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 6-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
Now pitching for the man, number 33, Taylor Rogers.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. He's already homered here in this one. And a pitch. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Bounced up the middle. Storm fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So up next, Joanna Gonzalez. 3 strikeouts already. She's 0 for 3. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Maria Alvarez appears to be getting loose. Eckersley also throwing. That one lifted to left. Irvin makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If she does that, she's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
McKnight, the next to hit, takes outside. Out towards left center. Sizing this one up. And that'll do it. Back in Seattle, and here's the first baseman, Kevin Youkilis. The wind to kick the pitch. To Prey in her second season, only 18 years old, and she was born in the Dominican Republic. Kicks and fires. He swings and fouls one off. That's off the mark, and that is ball one. This one in the air. Williams hauls it in, and there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now it's the second baseman, Gianna Bryant. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That misses. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And a foul ball. She stays alive.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Got her swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2 outs, base is empty. Isabel Storm up next for the Mariners. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Ball 1, no strikes. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need the scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and she struck her out. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, but they still lead it 6-3. New pitcher for the Mariners, Dennis Eckersley. He has a great slider with tons of movement. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Eckersley, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Not even close there. 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
This to third, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi. Down the middle for a strike. It's over.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for... The home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first three games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Shane Bieber. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now for the Jays, Richie Ashburn. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Joanna Gonzalez, the next to hit. There's a strike.
Well, when you come off a tough one-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one. Right-hander kicks, deals.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The pitch. Fights it off. She'll see another. The 0-2. Hit softly on the ground left side. And he grabs it foul. Ashburn aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering upstairs.
She's a fun player to watch taking at bat. She just battles up there. She doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put her away.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. She goes down looking.
Well, she should get some fist bumps when she gets back into the dugout, because even though she strikes out, she saw a lot of pitches and she battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the hitters behind her an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Over to first, and he saved. And here is Sarah McKnight.
No, that's out.
First pitch just misses. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, she's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
She was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That one off the mark. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's deep. And out of here. Just circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, she made him pay.
One out, base is empty. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Danielle Strawberry. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Righty to the plate. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard now with one away.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So up next for Toronto, Jason Giambi. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Kicks takes and deals.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Bieber checks the runner.
Hey.
Strawberry back in on a dive. And a pitch. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Settles under this one. Makes the catch. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you
got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and getting the start with Tyler Glasnow.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Jay Quo. The pitch. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. She was late there. Strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get her arms extended, tied her up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. Glasnow ready to deal. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2. Line drive caught. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Monty Irvin stands in now and watches strike 1. Now the 0-1.
That's the ball. That's inside.
The M's trailing by 2 here in game 4. Lifted in the air, right field. Under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the speedy catcher, Elena Schofield. She has turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. That one inside, and that's ball 1. That one laced to center and a base hit. And the postseason success continues for her.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 outs. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They trail it here 2-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, top of the second. And now for the Jays, Jim Rice. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Rice hitting 7th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly.
Hits and misses, it's a strikeout.
That pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Ripped to third and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
2 outs, base is empty. Haley Williams next up for the Blue Jays. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as she was out front.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And here it comes. Got it fired for the play. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the veteran outfielder, number 10. Glass now back to work. There's a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Throws to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Beverly.
So now here's the DH, Beverly Beavers. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's the ball. High fly ball, right field. Strawberry settles underneath it. She's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting seventh, the first baseman,
Kevin Youkilis now at the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Gianna Bryant up next for the Mariners. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. Pitch misses. Ball one. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 outs. Comebacker to the mound. The throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Mariners leave one. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Richie Ashburn. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Line drive. Quo gets the catch, and there's one gone.
now batting.
So digging in, Joanna Gonzalez. Struck out looking her first time. This player makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
She's got such quick hands, and she's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps her square to the plate. There's a good chance that her bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
1 out, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
She was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and she did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Left-hand batter waits.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Just so sound in her mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So first and second with one gone. And now Danielle Strawberry.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not she can score on that base hit.
2 on, 1 out. That one missing inside. And the righty deals. That's in there, and it's 1-2.
So far, what we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and she beats it. Everyone's safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Bases loaded with 1 away. And now Jason Giambi. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's inside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Inside, just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. And now the runner will score from third on a wild throw.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
So first and second with 2 outs. And the batter now, Edgar Martinez. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
At the belt and fires.
Right through there for a strike. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside low. And the count 1-2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in game 4 of the ALCS. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Two on, 2 outs. That one misses. And it's 3-2. Jim Rice waits on deck. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Mariners nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for Seattle, Isabel Storm. Glass now back to work. Up the middle, lays out, but she can't squeeze it. She doesn't have a throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now here is Jay Quo. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Next to hit, Monty Irvin.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it is gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And it ties it up. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the ball in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now it's the right fielder. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. To the left side, but it is well foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
0-1 now. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now a wide throw to third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Beverly Beavers. Flied to right her first time. And a good fastball to start her off. That's strike 1.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's gone.
Well, she almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, she'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of her reach.
Ripped to short. Throws to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Gianna Bryant. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Fourth game of the ALCS. And now for the Jays, Jim Rice. And he deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first. And next for Toronto, Alex Hyde. She's over 1. And she swings and misses, and it's nothing at all.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Ground ball left side could be two. There's one, and that's two.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Haley Williams next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped. That's back. Tattooed and gone.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And now here is Richie Ashburn. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Back in Seattle, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Isabel Storm.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. And that one is inside.
So here's an interesting note on Glass now. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before his starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at. Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. She's got it. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Monty Irvin. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Schofield in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
Irvin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There goes Irvin. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joanna Gonzalez. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. So she just clears the wall. It's 6-5. She only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, she really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. Her 2nd home run of the game, and we're level. It's 6-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And out number 1 on the grab. Jason Giambi next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That was blasted to the moon. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 7-6. Maria Alvarez comes on now. She has a great slider with tons of movement. And now Edgar Martinez. That smash towards center. Cole brings it in. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Jim Rice. And that one is lifted in the air. Irvin has this one sized up. Makes the catch, inning over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Elena Schofield. The right-hander back to work. And there's a base hit to the left.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. She pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's a big power threat. Mike Schmidt. The tag, and got her at second.
Well, I'm sure the skipper not happy about that right now. This is a big moment in the ball game. Big bat at the plate as well. If you're going to go, you got to be 100% sure you can be safe.
And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now the right fielder runs the two. Now fly ball to right center. It gets down, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. In now is the Mariners DH, Beverly Beavers. She's already homered here in this one. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game. And now they're out in front. It's 9-7. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
Man, Siggy, she hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And she just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
New pitcher on here, John Smoltz. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Kevin Youkilis up next for the Mariners. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out fine and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the batter now, Gianna Bryant. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there are 2 down. And now for Seattle, Isabel Storm. That one ripped, but foul. Smoltz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. That's out to center field. That is the inning. 3-run shot for Seattle. It's now a 9-7 ball game. Back at T-Mobile Park, top 6. And now for the Jays, Alex Hyde. Alvarez back to work. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next for Toronto, Haley Williams. In the air, left side. Irvin pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 1.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Richie Ashburn. 1 for 3. That one's in there. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Craig Kimbrell appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Rogers, the power lefty, up as well. Out towards right center. That's well struck. She dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Joanna Gonzalez digs in now. And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And that one wrapped foul. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's a 1-run game. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Now the catcher up to hit, Sarah McKnight. She's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like she can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against her, but who's going to bet against this player right now?
And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with her speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Heading for the plate. Throws to second. The tag. That ends the inning, but they do pick up a run on the play. They get 2 and draw even again. Top of the order due up in the home half of the. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Mariners leadoff hitter, Jay Quo. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
To the right side. And that one handled on the run. Throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Monty Irvin. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. Smoltz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. On the line, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Schofield up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, that's just a good baseball play right there. I mean, pretty good jump off the pitcher, I'd say, and good catch and throw by the catcher. And I think if you did that 10 times, half the time the guy might be safe, the other half probably out.
And that will end the inning. And we're back. Stepping in, Danielle Strawberry. I think when you consider her as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If she can get on, that's going to give her one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that's in for a strike.
She's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If she's not ready to pull the trigger, she's not worried if she gets to an 0-2 count.
Here's the swing and a drive. Left field, and she knew it. A gigantic blast. Her second homer this series, and they jump out front. It's 10-9. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt her for a while. And
Abner Uribe gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hit hard, base hit.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now it's the DH, Edgar Martinez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
High fly ball out to left field. Irvin under it. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Jim Rice. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game. There's one, and that's 2. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. And the back and forth continues. Back in Seattle, bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now it's going to be number 10. Fought off foul. Right-handed reliever. That's to third. To second, there's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Turned down, but that's foul down the third baseline. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first. Inning over. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Mike Messina.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that one pulled foul. The wide to kick the pitch. Here's a rocket out to left.
And there's one down. She was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if she gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now Richie Ashburn pulls that one foul. And the 0-1. Ripped into right center. Base hit. The throw into second. She's in there.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for Toronto, Joanna Gonzalez.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Out to short. Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this player on the mound.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Sarah McKnight. 4 out of 4 with 2 homers and a couple of singles. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 13-9. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That was quite the home run, Singy, as we take it. So they turn to Craig Kimbrell. So 2 down. Danielle Strawberry getting ready to hit. This to third. Sends it across to first. And the inning is over. And here's the first baseman, Kevin Youkilis. The Mariners in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one.
Here's the second baseman, Gianna Bryant.
Number 46, John.
Hard hit, knocks it down. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up. Back-to-back singles, solid swing from start to end. On time with everything, really good balance, nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock. And you can feel this crowd.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's gone.
Impressive swing of the bat to go over.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Dominique Tipre.
Number 58, Dominique Tipre.
And that's whipped for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Love how she just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of her mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Digging in, Mike Schmidt. Line drive. Full extension, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
She takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by her, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and she robbed extra bases on that one.
Hard liner. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging and heading for home. A big run scores on the sac fly. They lead it in the 8th. Beverly Beavers up next for the Mariners. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because she can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. There's a line drive to left field. Rice makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the 9th, and now the first baseman. Jason Giambi. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Bryant tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. That's back there. Just missed it.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. She knew she had to get back to the track right away. Turned her back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
So they're down to their final out. And now for the Jays, Jim Rice. Bounced out to short. Jump throw, but he beats it. Nice try defensively. Great hustle, and the tying run is on.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Now at the plate, Alex High. Line drive, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Haley Williams. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. That's ripped into the outfield. And it one-hops the wall. 1 runs in. Coming home. She will score, and they take the lead. This is incredible. Well, she delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, she's so dialed in. I don't think she even realizes how much.
Taylor Rogers gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now, Richie Ashburn. Over to first, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the home team down a run. Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for the Mariners, Kevin Youkilis. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Yohan Duran.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always
Gonzalez slings to second. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
Well, that's a huge ball to play to get the double play defensively. Just one more hitter to get this save for the closer.
So last chance for the Mariners. And here is Isabel Storm. Here's a rocket to right field. And she's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Singy, we saw plenty of offense in this one.
Yeah, no doubt, and they were wearing out home plate. Just look at these numbers. I mean, we were treated to a lot of fireworks in this one.
15-14 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game.